Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name CarriersCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. So such friends, I'll highly suggest you to watch our video, as they will be very beneficial for you in the long term.
Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the January month. This session will be really important for all the government aspirants, and it will be a quite helpful revision for them. So let's start. First question is, according to the report, The World of Organic Agriculture Statistics and Emerging Trends for 2022, this was released in the month of Jan 2023. India secured what rank? Remember, India secured here third rank globally in expanding organic farming in 2022. While which country was on the top? It was your Argentina. So here we are talking about organic farming. That means the country that is performing the best in terms of organic farming is your Argentina. That means they are taking ahead and going with organic farming. And on third position will be your India. See, there are very good advantages of, or you can say various advantages of organic farming. But you need to understand the only sole factor why which many of the farmers don't consider organic farming is because of the low harvest. During the initial years when you start with organic farming, there are a couple of years when you will be facing with this problem of low harvest, but trust me, after certain period of time this organic farming is turned out to be the best method of farming, because after those years the growth or the output of those harvest will be much better than that you were getting with those chemicals. So remember, Argentina is performing the best in terms of organic farming according to the World of Organic Agriculture Statistics and Emerging Trends for 2022, and on third position was our India. Next, which small finance bank recently launched the first of its kind credit card offering platform, Swipe Up? Swipe Up. First of all, tell me the name of the bank that has launched this Swipe Up. Swipe Up was launched by AU Small Finance Bank. It is a credit card, and if you remember, there is a facility in SIM cards that you can change your operator. Similarly, in order to change the bank for your credit card with the same number, this facility was provided by AU Small Finance Bank. All right, and it is the India's largest small finance bank. India's largest small finance bank, and this Swipe Up platform will allow other bank credit card holders to get upgraded to AU credit card. Say for example, if you are having a credit card for Punjab National Bank, Then from this Punjab National Bank, you can credit card of this Punjab National Bank can be changed to the credit card of the AU Small Finance Bank. So correct option is option fourth. Next, if I ask you, first tell me India's first underwater metro. India's first underwater metro. It will be ready by when? It will be ready by 2023. Where it will be built by the in 2023? That is by December 2023. It is in Kolkata, West Bengal. Next, recently, which ministry has launched Prajwala Challenge? Which ministry launched Prajwala Challenge? It was launched by the Ministry of Rural Development. Alright, then apart from this, tell me International Year of the Millets. Of the millets. This year has been declared, that is 2023, and who declared it? Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared it during the Glasgow summit of COP26. Next, tell me who celebrated Jashne Chillai Kalan. I repeat, Jashne Chillai Kalan. This was celebrated with by whom? This was celebrated by CRPF with students. Alright, and where was this celebrated? It was celebrated in Srinagar. Alright, then tell me Ford India's manufacturing plant will be completely acquired by whom? It will be acquired by Tata Motors. Ford's India's manufacturing plant. Then tell me where is India's second longest cable stayed 8-lane Zuari Bridge? Or simply asked, where is Zuari Bridge located? It is located in Goa. Where is it located? In Goa. Then tell me which was the name of the program that was launched to boost the research and development in Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, in order to upgrade research and development, which program was launched? It was your SMART program that was launched to boost research and development in Ayurveda. Next, tell me recently who inaugurated, or tell me the name of which edition of Indian Science Congress was held. Which edition of Indian Science Congress was recently inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi? It was the 108th Indian Science Congress. Then moving on, friends, next is name the organization that recently signed an agreement with Nahava Sheva Freeport Terminal Private Limited to provide $131 million loan to upgrade the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Container Terminal in Maharashtra. First of all, remember the location that where this Jawaharlal Nehru Port Container Terminal is located. It is in the state of Maharashtra. And recently, which international organization recently provided this amount, that is $131 million of loan to upgrade this port terminal? It will be your Asian Development Bank. In this loan, $61.4 million will be provided from Asian Development Bank ordinary capital resource, and rest $69.9 million from the LEAP, that is Leading Asia's Private Infrastructure Fund. That is also, this fund is administered by Asian Development Bank. So correct option is option 3. If we talk about the headquarter of World Bank, it is located in Washington DC. For IMF, the headquarter is also in Washington DC. Next, in which state North India's largest floating solar project of 2000 kilowatt peak was inaugurated in January? So we are talking about North India's largest solar project for 2000 kilowatt peak was inaugurated where? It was in Chandigarh. And this we are talking about for 2000 kilowatt per week. Apart from this, remember in Chandigarh, where? At Waterworks in Chandigarh. Then next we will be talking about another solar project that was worth 200 kilowatt peak. This was also inaugurated in a location that is your Dhanas Lake. That is Dhanas Lake, that is also in Chandigarh. So these two projects you have to remember for 2000 kilowatt peak and not 200, 500 kilowatt peak solar project. So these two projects are important. So correct option here becomes option fifth. Next, name the biennial maritime exercise that is being conducted by the Indian Navy in the Indian Ocean region from January to March. Here we are talking about TROPEX. This is the name TROPEX, that is Theater Level Operational Readiness Exercise. This exercise is a biennial maritime exercise. It is conducted by whom? Indian Navy. At what location? Indian Ocean region. This will be from 3 months, that is from January to March. All right, so correct option is option 1, TROPEX. Next, countdown to 2023 World Health Organization report on global trans fat elimination was released, where WHO, that is World Health Organization, stated that almost 5 billion people globally remain unprotected from the harmful trans fatty, leading to heart disease and deaths. A direct question, you have to remember the number itself here. Then apart from this, if I ask you, tell me, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently launched the world's longest river cruise. World's longest river cruise. This world's longest river cruise is from where to where? It is from Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh to Dibrugarh. And where is this Dibrugarh? This is in Assam. Then next is 18th National Zombre of the Bharat Scouts and Guides was held in Rajasthan, and who inaugurated it? Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Next, apart from this, second phase of Sari festival, that is Virasat. Virasat. Alright, this is the second phase of Sari festival. And where was this inaugural launched? It was began in New Delhi. Where is your Gan Nagai festival? Gan Nagai festival. This Gan Nagai festival is observed in the state of Manipur. Important. Next, if I ask you, tell me, where was the first Sherpa meeting, or tell me the Sherpa meeting for G20? Where was this held? It was held in Udaipur and a fast state, Rajasthan. Alright. Then next, if I ask you, tell me, 36 strategic dialogue between India and France. Where was this held? This was held in New Delhi. Apart from this, Northeast Krishi Kumbh 2023. Northeast Krishi Kumbh for 2023. Where was this held? This was held in, or so tell me, for the Northeast Krishi Kumbh, who inaugurated it? It was inaugurated by Narendra Tomar. Next, if I ask you, tell me, who will host Voice of Global South Summit? For Global South Summit, who will host the Voice? It will be hosted by India. Then 17th Parvasi Bharati Divas Convention was organized in which states? And this is important. 17th Parvasi Bharatiya Divas Convention. This was organized in Madhya Pradesh. Then apart from this, remember, world's first palm leaf manuscript museum. World's first palm manuscript museum was Palm Leaf Manuscript Museum. Where was this inaugurated? In Kerala, Trivandrum. Alright. Next, name the company that recently launched Vikram, a rupee credit card dedicated to the Indian defense, paramilitary and police personals. I repeat, you have to name the company that has recently launched this Vikram rupee credit card that is dedicated to Indian defense, paramilitary and police personals. It will be your Bank of Baroda Financial Solutions. This was launched on the occasion of 74th Republic Day for India, and we know who was the chief guest at Republic Day. He was Al Sisi. He is the president of Egypt. Next, Dash became the 41st Prime Minister of New Zealand after the resignation of Jacinda Ardern. Remember Chris Hipkins. Chris Hipkins became the 41st Prime Minister of New Zealand after the resignation of Jacinda Ardern. This is important. Why? Because the number is important for 41st for we will be for Chris Hipkins and 40th will be for Jacinda Ardern. Here only if I ask you recently which state has begun the caste survey in their state. Caste survey was started by which state in their state? It was Bihar government has started the caste survey in their state. Then military tattoo and tribal dance festival. Military tattoo and tribal dance festival. Where was this held? It was in New Delhi. This military tattoo and tribal dance festival was held. Then apart from this, tell me where was your FIH hockey men's World Cup was held? It was held in Odisha. And who won? It was won by Germany by defeating Belgium in the final. Next, which of the following organization companies have recently signed a tripartite agreement with Niti Aayog Atal Innovation Mission to bring a change in the education sector? That is, who have tied up with Niti Aayog's aim to bring a change in the education sector? It will be your two companies that you need to remember basically, or basically not companies, basic two organization, that is CBSE Central Board of Secondary Education and Intel India, that is 1 and 2, along with AIM, that is Atal Innovation Mission of Niti Aayog, has collaborated so that they will be bringing change in the education sector. How change? They will be incorporated with new technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning will be taught here in the former curriculum also. Next, name the company that recently launched Samadhan, that is a one-stop solution center for oil palm farmers. I repeat, name the company that has launched Samadhan, that is a one-stop solution center for oil palmers. It was launched by Godrej Agrovert Limited. Through this initiative, Godrej Agrovert will share global best practices with Indian oil farmers and help the farmers to adopt those practices. If I ask you then, tell me who won silver at the World Chess Blitz Championship? Koneru Humpy. Then tell me Khelo India Youth Games 2022. I repeat, Khelo India Youth Games 2022 Under 19 title for men category was won by which state? It was hockey, and for hockey it was won by Madhya Pradesh. Then next, remember, if we are talking for the who won the Khelo India Youth Games for men's in hockey, it is Madhya Pradesh, and if we are talking for women, it will be your Haryana. For men, it will be Madhya Pradesh, and for women, it will be Haryana. Next, tell me a famous footballer Cristiano Ronaldo has joined a Saudi Arabian club. What is the name of that club? Al Nassr. Next, who became the 78th Grandmaster of India? Kaustav Chatterjee. Then tell me who became the 79th Grandmaster of India? Pranesh M. Pranesh M and Kaustav Chatterjee became the 79th and 78th Grandmaster respectively. Next, which organization has recently launched a massive district outreach program, that is Nidhi Aapke Nikat 2.0 in all the districts of the country? Nidhi Aapke Nikat 2.0. This program was launched in all the districts of the country. Question asked here is, this organization has launched this particular. So who launched it? It was EPFO, that is Employees Provident Fund Organization. This is a program basically that will be a program in which various grievances of the people will be solved here, and in all the districts on the same date, that is on the 27th of every month, all the district headquarters of EPFO to reach out all the districts of the country on the same day in order for their grievances. So correct option is option 1, EPFO. Here only if I ask you, tell me when do we observe Global Family Day? Global Family Day. When do we observe this Global Family Day? It is on 1st of January we observe Global Family Day. World Braille Day. World Braille Day. Braille we know is a script for, or basically a language for blind people, where there is a combination of 6 dot representing numbers and words. So World Braille Day is observed on 4th of January. And National Birds Day, it is observed on 5th of January. Next, name the company that has recently launched its first line of customized health insurance products. I repeat, company that has launched first of its kind line of customized health insurance product. It is your Renew Buy. Then here only tell me Bangalore and Delhi. These were the two cities that were in the top performing cities for the global airports. Here airports are, for Bangalore we will be talking about Kemp Gowda International Airport that was listed, and from Delhi it will be your Indira Gandhi International Airport. Then which country became the third largest auto market globally? Third largest auto market globally. It will be your India. Then Cherchera Festival. Cherchera Festival. In which state do we observe this? It is in Chhattisgarh we observe Cherchera Festival. Similarly, if I ask you International Kite Festival. International Kite Festival. Where do we observe this? It was observed in the state of Gujarat. Cherchera Festival. And remember, aspirational block program, if asked, aspirational block program, which or who inaugurated this? It was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi only. Next, which asset management company recently launched India's first passive short duration index fund? I repeat, India's first passive short duration index fund was launched by which management company? It will be your Edelweiss Asset Management. Option 5 is correct here. The new fund offer, that is NFO is open for subscription from 27th of January till 10th of February. Next, apart from this, remember if I ask you Talcher fertilizer plant. This Talcher fertilizer plant, this is located where? It is in Odisha, and it will be ready by October 2024. Talcher fertilizer plant. Then remember recently, or tell me in which month UP Global Investor Summit will be held, and in which city of this UP this will be held. So it is going to be held in this month, that is in February, and where this will be held? It will be held in Lucknow. Next, tell me recently which India has signed an agreement, or India signed an MOU, let me tell you, with Panama in order to train diplomats. All right, in order to train diplomats, India signed an MOU with Panama. Then where was the Global Investor Summit inaugurated? Global Investors Summit. Where was this inaugurated? It was inaugurated in Indore. By whom? Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Then tell me world's largest hockey stadium. Where is this located? World's largest hockey stadium? Odisha. Alright, in Odisha too, it is in Rourkela. Next, World Spice Congress. World Spice Congress. Where was this held? Or tell me the which edition of this World Spice Congress was held first. It was the 14th edition, and where was this held? It was held in Mumbai. Then National Youth Festival. National Youth Festival. Where was this National Youth Festival held? It was held in Hubballi, Karnataka. It was held in Hubballi, Karnataka, and Which edition of this was held? It was your 26th edition. See friends, all these current affairs, these one liners that we are discussing are really important, and I'll suggest you to make notes right away. All right, and it will be really helpful for you in your preparation. Then tell me, where is the first center of excellence for khadi? It is in New Delhi. Then first center of excellence for online gaming, where it is? First center of excellence for online gaming, it will be in Shillong, Meghalaya. All right. Then tell me, school of logistics, a school of logistics, where was this inaugurated? It was inaugurated in Agartala is the capital of Tripura. Alright, this school of logistics was inaugurated in Agartala, Tripura, and who inaugurated it? Sarbanda Sonowalji inaugurated it. Then, which state launched a agriculture response vehicle scheme? Agriculture response vehicle scheme. This was launched by which state? It was launched by Meghalaya. It was launched by Meghalaya. Next, Soul of Steel Challenge. Soul of Steel Challenge. This was launched where? It was launched in Uttarakhand. Next, according to WESP, that is your World Economic Situation and Prospectus report that is released by United Nations in the month of January, the GDP forecast for India has reduced by 20 basis points, and now it is 5.8% for 2023. So the correct option here becomes it has reduced by 20 basis points. Even remember here that if we are talking about the GDP growth rate of India, different organizations are predicting that India will be growing in an GDP, or India's GDP will be growing between 5 to 6.5% now. All right, the data is little bit reduced because of the various economic situations that is going on, and even when we are talking about the various developed nations, then their GDP, expected GDP, is coming out to be even in negative, or it is between less than 3% globally. Next, who was appointed as the brand ambassador of the National Mineral Development Corporation Limited? For NDMC, who has been appointed as the brand ambassador? Tell me, easy question and important one. Nikhat Zareen. Nikhat Zareen is related to which sport? She is related to boxing. She is related to boxing, and recently she won the gold at the 2022 IBA Women's World Boxing Championship that was held at Istanbul, Turkey. Also remember, Nikhat Zareen has been honored with Arjuna Awards for sports in 2022. That is the last year. Next, name the company that has recently defeated Belgium to win FIH Odisha Hockey Men's World Cup. As I told you, it will be your Germany, and this is for the third time that they have won this Hockey World Cup. First was in 2002, then in 2006, and now in 2023, and they have defeated Belgium in the finals. This was the 15th edition of the FIH Hockey World Cup. This was held in India. In India too, it was held in Odisha, and Odisha too, it was held in Raurkela and Bhubaneswar. So the correct option here becomes option 2. Next tell me, if I ask you virtual book fair, where was this launched? It was in New Delhi that this virtual book fair was launched, and it was launched in the schools of New Delhi. Then Guinness Book of World Records for goals scored. Kerala has entered into this particular list of the Guinness Book of World Records for the most goals scored. Then to Basmati rice, which organization has recently issued the regulatory standards? It will be your FASAI. For Henley Passport Index, what is the rank of India for 2023? India's rank in this passport is 85, and it is topped, or on the first position is your Japan. Then recently there was a news that in the Australian schools, Punjabi will be taught as a language. Alright, which language? Punjabi will be taught in the schools of Australia, and this is a good news. Why? because of the culture, that is how Indians will be taking their culture to different parts of the world, and there an Indian language will be taught. MSME portal. MSME online portal was launched by which bank? It was your South Indian Bank that has launched this MSME online portal. What is the name of India's fastest Paytm payment app? India's fastest payment app. It is your Pay Rup. It is your Pay Rup is the name of the application, that is India's fastest payment application. Then tell me who has been appointed as the new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Paytm. New MD and CEO of Paytm. Who he will be? He is Surendra Chawla. Surendra Chawla is the new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Paytm. Next tell me who has been sworn in as the first female Sikh judge. She is Manpreet Monica Singh. Alright, she has been appointed as the first female Sikh judge. Moving on, in which city Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently flagged off MV Ganga Vilas, that is the world's longest cruise? It is in Varanasi. It will be from Varanasi to Dibrugarh, Assam. Alright, then remember this will be covering 3200 kilometers in a, and 27 rivers will be crossed here. It will be crossing through a country that is Bangladesh. This will be a 51-day luxury tour, and here 32 tourists from Switzerland will be taking part in this first tour. Next, which city plans to set up India's first center of excellence for online gaming? We have discussed it is in Shillong, Meghalaya. Next, what edition of the India-France naval exercise Varuna, which commenced on the western seaboard in January 2023? So which edition of this exercise we are talking about here of Varuna? It is the 21st edition of the Varuna exercise. This is a 5-day long exercise. It was held from 16th to 20th of January. And here in this exercise, remember, Indian naval ship Chennai took part, and INS Tej and INS Chennai took part in this exercise. Next, RBI recently announced that any person who is looking to acquire more than 5% stake in the bank will need a prior approval from RBI. All right. Next, SIDBI. SIDBI has recently partnered with VFS Capital Limited to extend the MSMEs loans of up to 5 lakh rupees at 13% interest rate per annum. All right. Correct option 2. If I ask you Veer Guardian. This is the name of the exercise held in 2023, and it was the inaugural edition, or we can say the first edition of this bilateral air exercise that is held between the two air forces of which country? It was India along with Japan. Veer Guardian. Next, Prithvi 2. This is the name of the intercontinental ballistic missile of which country? It is of India. Next, who recently became the first women officer to be posted on a foreign assignment at the BRO and also in Project Dantak of Bhutan? So, who is she? She will be Surbi Jakmola. She became the first women officer to be posted on a foreign assignment at the BRO and also in a Project Dantak of Bhutan. This Project Dantak was established in 1961 in the month of April. Alright, and this was signed between the Majesty of the Bhutan and Prime Minister of India, who was Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru at that time. So option 1 is correct. Next, which bank recently became the first public sector bank to introduce a credit card against fixed deposits digitally? It will be your Punjab National Bank. Alright, it became the first PSB, that is your public sector bank, to introduce a credit card against your fixed deposit. That means if you go and go for a fixed deposit of 5 lakh rupees, they will be providing you a credit limit for the same. All right. Also, PNB has introduced two types of consumer credit cards. One is your PNB Gold, Global Gold, and another is your PNB Global Classic. Next, tell me, if I ask you international trade fair on millets. We know 2023 has been declared as the year of millets. So, international trade fair on millets. It is organized in Bangalore. Remember, if I ask you Semicon India, Semicon, this was also organized in Bangalore. All right. This was for increasing the manufacturing of semiconductors in India. Apart from this, Green Railway Certification. Green Railway Station Certification. Certificate. This was given to which railway station? It is your Vishakhapatnam Railway Station. Then Ideal Train Profile was launched by whom? Ideal Train Profile. This was launched by whom? It was launched by Indian Railways. Then apart from this, if I ask you Shanghai Corporation Organization, SCO Film Festival. Shanghai Corporation Organization Film Festival. Where was this organized? It was in Mumbai that this was organized. Alright, apart from this, second international conference, ECI hosted the second international conference where in New Delhi. Then first ever India's Tech Developer Conference. India's Tech Developer Conference. That will be the first of India's Tech Developer Conference. Where was this held? It was held in New Delhi. Then Startup 20 engagement meet will be held where? That is your Startup 20 engagement meet. Where this will be held? This will be held in Hyderabad. Alright, Startup 20 engagement meet for G20 group will be held in Hyderabad. Next tell me a 6-day long mega event was held, that is Bharat Parv. This Bharat Parv was 6-day long mega event, and where was this held and who organized it? It was Ministry of Tourism that has organized this 6-day long mega event Bharat Parv, and it was held at Red Fort Lawns. Next, one more thing, yes, one more important, friends. That tell me Delhi's Mughal Gardens has been renamed to what? It has been renamed to Amrit Udyan. I repeat, Delhi's Mughal Gardens has renamed it to Amrit Udyan. Next, during the World Habitat Awards for 2023, which Indian state has won the Bronze Award in the UN Human Settlement Program? That is UN Habitat. I repeat, during the World Habitat Awards for 2023, which Indian state has won the Bronze Award in the UN Habitat? So it will be your which state? It is your Odisha. Next, with which country Indian Army recently conducted their first edition, that is the inaugural edition of the exercise Cyclone 1 at Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. So with which country? It will be your Egypt. If you remember, the chief guest of the 74th Republic Day parade in India was the president of Egypt, Al Sisi. Next, the correct option third. Next, which airport has recently won the Best Sustainable Greenfield Airport Award? And it will be your which airport? It will be the airport of Goa that was renamed after the former Chief Minister of Goa, and it is your Manohar International Airport. Next, if I ask you, friends, which company is building India's first green solar panel factory? I repeat, India's first green solar panel factory will be built by Luminous. And where this will be built? It will be in Uttarakhand. Then apart from this, remember, if I ask you, recently Khadi Fest 2023. Khadi Fest is basically a festival only. So this Khadi Fest 2023 was inaugurated in Mumbai. in Mumbai. And if I ask you where is the first center of excellence for Khadi, it is in New Delhi. Then next, with which country? With Egypt. Remember, India recently signed a memorandum of understanding on cultural cooperation also. So 3 to 4 current affairs from Egypt, that is Cyclone 1. This is an inaugural exercise. Then the chief minister of the president of Egypt was the chief guest during the 74th Republic Day parade. And now we discuss that Egypt has also signed a memorandum of understanding with India for cultural cooperation. So these three current affairs regarding Egypt. Even one more, that a marching parade of Egypt also took part in this 74th Republic Day parade. Next, name the company that delivered the first fuselage for the Indian Army's contract for 6 AH-640E Apache combat helicopters, and these helicopters are considered to be one of the deadliest helicopters. So this 6 AH-64 Apache helicopters was delivered by Tata Boeing Airspace Limited. All right. Next, according to data, January 2023 bulletin of the RBI that was released in January 2023, Indians remitted about how much amount under the liberalized remittance scheme in November 2022. So how much amount was remitted by Indians? It was close to $2 billion, that is $1.99 billion. This data was released in January for 2023 by the bulletin of RBI. And here it showed that the outward remittance, that is the amount of money going from India to different parts of the world, has increased by almost 3.5%. And also remember, the amount of money that was received as a remittance by India from all over the world has touched $100 billion mark, and it was the highest in the world. Next, according to the article that is the state of the economy published in January 2023 bulletin of RBI, 2023 monetary policy of RBI is objective to direct inflation towards a target. That means it is saying in this particular article of the state of the economy, it is stated that RBI is targeting to reduce the inflation in India to what target? It is to 4%, and by the year 2024. As we know, inflation is rising, and in order to keep in check, that is in the medium target of 4%, and it is expected it should be between 2 to 6%, then this is the milestone here. So the correct option here is 4%. Next is, which company recently developed India's first 5G enabled drone called Skyhawk? It was by whom? IG Drones. Startup firm IG Drones developed India's first 5G enabled drone. That is your 5th generation enabled drone. That was named Skyhawk. Alright, and it is capable of taking vertical takeoffs and landing. That means directly go up and directly go down. So also it can carry up to a payload of 10 kg. Alright, and this drone can operate with its peak speed, and it can travel up to 100 kilometers in just 12 to 15 minutes. Correct option is IG Drones, and it is named as Skyhawk. Next, if I ask you, tell me, recently Prime Minister Narendra Modi has released which amount of coin to mark the 75 successful years of NCC? That is your National Cadet Corps. So it will be your, for 75 rupees coin was launched. Then Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. This was launched by which state government? It was UP that has launched Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Jeevan Vidya Shivir. This Jeevan Vidya Shivir was organized by which school teachers? It was by Delhi government's school teachers. Alright, and another, remember, National Child Science Congress, that is your National Child Science Congress, was recently organized by which city? It was by Ahmedabad. Then world's first photonic based quantum computer. I repeat, world's first commercial photonic based computer for photonic based quantum computer was launched by Canada. Then 15th edition of the BRIC Summit will be hosted by whom in August 2023? It will be hosted by South Africa. Next, in which state Indian Navy has recently conducted a 6-day long mega military exercise, that is MFEX 2023. So this MFEX 2023, where was this conducted? In the state of Andhra Pradesh, and this was a 6-day long exercise that was conducted from 17th of January to 22nd of January by exercise by Indian Navy, first of all, remember. And in this, Indian Armed Force, Indian Air Force and Indian Army also took part in this exercise. Next, name the organization that recently launched an all information database on municipal bonds. So who launched this, which is the organization that has launched an all information database on municipal bonds? Which it will be? It will be your SEBI, that is your Security and Exchange Board of India. Next, name the personality who has recently appointed as the Director General of DGCA, that is your Directorate General of Civil Aviation, who has been appointed as your Director General here. He will be Vikram Dev Dutt. He will be replacing whom, or he will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Arun Kumar. Alright, who will retire on 28th of February in 2023. Next, RBI has announced the maiden sovereign green bonds for an aggregate sum of 16,000 crore rupees. These amount will be used, the amount raised through these sovereign green bonds will be used for infrastructure development. And remember here, they will be launched in two tranches of 8,000 crore rupees each. Another thing, remember, as they are sovereign, they will be providing a fixed return on those investment on those bonds. And remember, apart from this, yellow bonds has also been launched recently by SEBI, and these yellow bonds are for the solar energy. And if we talk about the blue bonds, these blue bonds has been launched by SEBI for marine sector and water cleaning and for water related all the activities. So coming back, how many bonds? Sovereign green bonds for 16,000 crore rupees each, launched by RBI. These are for infrastructure development. And if we are talking for blue and yellow bonds, blue were for marine sector and for water cleaning and everything, and for yellow bonds were launched for solar energy. So the correct option here becomes, according to the question, option 5. Next, NABARD, that is your National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, recently raised around 5,000 crore rupees through how many year bonds? So they have raised around how much amount for 3 years, and how much amount was raised? 5,000 crore rupees. The coupon for 3-year bond was 63%, that turns around to be around 7.16%. All right, and here the 3-year bond was above 7.16%. Next, the Surinder Chawla. Surinder Chawla has been appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of which payment bank? So important, it will be your bank whose parent company is 197 Communication. So the correct option becomes option A, Paytm Bank. If we talk about the chairman, he will be Vijay Shekhar Sharma. Headquarter is in Noida, UP. And when was this established? In 2017. Next, January dash became the first Indian state in India to go fully digital in its banking services. So which will it be? Remember, Kerala became the first state in India to go fully digital in their banking services. So correct option is option 5. Next, what are the mascots of 5th edition of Khelo India Youth Game that was unveiled by Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh Shivraj Singh Chauhan? So what are the mascot? They are Asha and Mowgli. All right, Asha and Mowgli. Here we are talking about the 5th edition of the Khelo India Youth Games. Where they will be held? They will be held in Madhya Pradesh, and Asha and Mowgli are the two mascot. If we talk about Asha, Asha is a female cheetah. All right, and Mowgli here. Next, which country recently signed an agreement with India on the cooperation in the training of diplomats during the 7th Parvasi Bharatiya Divas Convention in Indore, Madhya Pradesh? So first thing, remember, 17th Parvasi Bharatiya Divas will be held in Indore, Madhya Pradesh. And which country signed an agreement with India on cooperation of the training of diplomats? It will be your Panama. Next, In which city Renew Power recently installed India's first 3x platform wind turbine generators? So where were they launched? They were launched in, that is, Gadag, Karnataka. All right, India's first 3x platform wind turbine generators. Next, Government of India has allocated dash for new India literacy program for 5 years. So how much amount has been allocated? 1037.9 crore rupees has been allocated for new India literacy program for 5 years period, that is from fiscal year 2022 to 2023. Next, how many credit rating agencies are listed as of January 2023? So remember, in January, RBI has issued a revised list of the accredited credit rating agencies for the purpose of assessing the risk weight to assess for capital adequacy purposes by the banks. So, how many rating agencies are listed? 6 rating agencies are listed. All right, you can refer the PDF for the 6 listings. Next is Vidisha. Vidisha is the district of Madhya Pradesh that became the first district for on-ground deployment of 5G use cases that are offered by startups. That means that are the various technology that are using these 5G technology in their startups. They have done their on-ground deployment of their 5G use cases, and thus it is asked that Vidisha, where this was done, it is the district of which state? It is of Madhya Pradesh. Option B. Which country has recently established a new working group to build sustainable supply chains along India? It will be your USA. Next, name the bank that partnered with Garuda Aerospace Private Limited to sanction 150 Garuda Agri Kisan drones under the Union Kisan Pushpak scheme. So, which bank it will be? Union Bank of India. Next, who has been recently named as the president designate for the 28th COP28, that is your conference of parties that will be held in United Arab Emirates. So who he will be? Ahmad Al Jaber. So correct option is Sultan Ahmad Al Jaber. Then remember, this 28th session of the Conference of Party will be held in Dubai, UAE from 30th of November to 12th of December in 2023. Next, name the fifth and the last vessel in the series of the fast petrol vessels that was recently commissioned in Kolkata, West Bengal. That will be your ICGS Kamala Devi. ICGS is your Indian Coast Guard ship. This is the fifth and the last vessel in the series of the FPVs that was commissioned in Kolkata, West Bengal. It was built indigenously, that is in India, by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, that is in Kolkata. Next, name the company that recently collaborated with ArcTech, that is Artificial Intelligence and Robotics Technology Park, that is in IISc Bangalore. Important location is highly important. Take a note. And it was, and which or company collaborated with them to launch Project Vani, that is Pan India Inclusive Language Data Initiative. That means we know that in India there are multiple languages, and in order to collaborate them and in order to bring them under one project, this was your Project Vani. And for that, which company tied up with them? It will be your Google, that is tied up with IISc Bangalore's ArcPark, that is Artificial Intelligence and Robotics Technology Park, and it was for Project Vani. Next, what is the total loan amount provided by Asian Development Bank as of 2022 to Shriram Finance Limited to provide vehicle loans to women entrepreneurs? So as of now, $100 million has been provided. Next is, name the country that has recently adopted the euro as their currency and became the part of Euro's border-free Schengen zone. It will be your Croatia, that is the euro currency they have adopted. And Croatia, that is a Balkan country, is now the 20th member of the Eurozone and 27th member or 27th country to join the passport-free Schengen zone. Next, name the organization that has recently signed an agreement worth 2,275 crore rupees with Tripura government to improve the power distribution network. I repeat, which organization? It is your Asian Development Bank that has signed 2,275 crore rupees agreement with Tripura government to improve their power distribution network. Next, here correct option becomes option 4th. Next is your, in January, Luis Inacio Lula da Silva was sworn in as the 39th president of which country? Of Brazil. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Indian Overseas Bank for a period of 3 years. He will be Ajay Kumar Srivastav has been appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Indian Overseas Bank for a period of 3 years with effect from the date of assumption or on the 1st of January. Alright, prior to this, Ajay Kumar Srivastav was serving as the Executive Director of Indian Overseas Bank. Next, who recently won India's first ever silver medal in the World Blitz Championship by defeating Zongi 10 in Women's World Blitz Championship at the FIDE World Rapid and Blitz Championship 2022. We have discussed this, and Konero Humpy. Alright, correct option is Konero Humpy. Next, who will chair the 17th member high powered committee which recently constituted by the Ministry of Home Affairs to discuss the measures for the protection of Ladakh's unique culture, language and employment. That is, in order to protect the Ladakh's unique culture, language and employment, recently a high powered committee was set up by Ministry of Home Affairs, and who will be chairing this committee? Nityanand Rai will be chairing this committee. Alright, this will be a 17-member high-powered committee to discuss the measures for protection of Ladakh's unique culture, language and employment. Next, which of the following banks are mentioned under the list of domestic systematically important banks as per the data released by RBI in January 2023? Alright, it will be your State Bank of India, ICICI and HDFC. So all the three is correct option. Next, who authored the book Ambedkar A Life, a biography of Babasaheb Bhimrao Ramaji Ambedkar at the Kitab Kolkata event? So, Shashi Tharoor has authored the book that is Ambedkar A Life, a biography of Babasaheb Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, and it was launched at Kitab Kolkata event. Next is, in January, National Thermal Power Corporation Limited recently launched India's first green hydrogen blending operation in the piped natural gas network. Where was this launched? It was launched in Surat. NTPC, that is your National Thermal Power Corporation Limited, it is India's state-owned and largest energy company, and they have launched first green hydrogen blending operation in piped natural gas network of Kwas Township in Surat, Gujarat. Next, Gan Nagai Festival. This is a celebrated by Kabui community. It is observed on 4th of January, and the state that it is observed is in Manipur. Alright, and this festival is basically observed annually after harvesting. Next, name the organization that has recently signed a $220 million loan agreement with Government of India to improve the power sector in Tripura. It will be your Asian Development Bank. Next, which bank has recently launched first of its kind digital solutions for exporters? It was launched by ICICI Bank. So for exporters, a digital solution and first of its kind was launched by ICICI Bank. Which company has recently partnered with General Atomics Aeronautical Systems Incorporation to manufacture aerostructures in India? I repeat, in order to manufacture aerostructures in India, General Atomics Aeronautical Systems Incorporation, that is GAASI, has partnered with whom? They have partnered with Indian company, that is Bharat. Option B is wrong. Option 4th is correct. That is Bharat Forge Limited. So, alright, option 4th is the correct answer here. Next, who has been recently elected as the Secretary General of the APPU for a 4-year term? What is this APPU? It is your Asian Pacific Postal Union. Alright, and remember, India in January 2023 has taken over the leadership of the Asia Pacific Postal Union, and who has been appointed as the Secretary General for 4 years now? Vinay Prakash Singh. Option 4 is correct here. Next, with which city will host India's first ever ABB FIA Formula E World Championship race in February 2023? And which city is it that will be hosting it? It will be hosted by Hyderabad, Telangana, the first ever ABB FIA Formula E World Championship race that will be held in February. Next, Birsa Munda International Hockey Stadium. This is the India's largest hockey stadium. It is in Odisha. In Odisha too, it is in Rourkela. Alright, and it is having a seating capacity of 20,000. So correct option is option 3. Next, which organization recently launched Utkarsh 2.0, that is a medium term strategy framework for a period of 22 to 23? And which organization has launched this Utkarsh 2.0? It has been launched by Reserve Bank of India. This would enable RBI to respond to socio-economic changes in both proactive and reactive manner. Utkarsh 2.0 relies on the strength of Utkarsh 2022 by retaining the six vision statements as well as the core purposes, values, and mission statements. Next, M. Pranesh became the 79th Grandmaster after winning the Rilton Cup. So, correct option is option 3. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the January month. I hope you have understood the assignment and you have done all the note making that I told you in the starting of the video. Also friends, if you like this video, all you have to do is hit the like button, and if you want us to continue with such sessions, with more such informative sessions, all you have to do is comment below and let us know what are your views on such sessions. Do you want any improvement? What changes do you want? But let be it a healthy discussion in the comment section. Also friends, remember, if you are new to our channel, I'll suggest you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want us to watch more of our video, then you can type current affairs by Vikas Rana into the YouTube section, where you will be able to find multiple videos that are uploaded by our channel. Apart from this friends, if you want to attempt quiz, you can go to our application, that is AffairsCloud mobile application, where you will be able to attempt quiz. Also you can visit it through the website. That's all for the day friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.